Are we missing anybody? That's
I don't.
It's okay. Kazu forgives Estrella for almost killing him.
Well, I wouldn't have almost killed you if the spell went according to my plan.
I think we're missing Tanner, but I think
Yeah.
missing.
I guess the
Has he
storm got
even
him after
seen the
all.
messages?
what he said. His power was out.
Yes, he was
Oh.
Well, he
without
said his
internet.
internet was out, not his power,
Yeah.
but
Well, fair enough.
he did see my message.
He might have had charge left on his phone.
He said he's getting spotty cellular.
Is it a snowstorm? I wouldn't imagine
This
so,
early in
but
the year, I would hope not.
well, I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Nah, it's just rain.
I don't know where he lives, so he could be in the far frozen north.
That's possible.
I'm
I mean,
okay,
isn't all of Canada the far frozen north for you people?
not for me. Most of Canada is inhabited around uh, the coast and the border with the
It's
U.S.
true.
I think. So it's a
Pretty
lot
much
like
all of us live in southern Ontario.
it's like Alaska. I mean, yeah, it has a high inhabitant, but it's all in one area. That being said, I have a timer, and my timer will be going off about 20 minutes into our game, at which point we will immediately stop our game for 3 to 4 minutes, so I can take a cake out of the oven
Sounds good.
Baller.
and make that 13 minutes and 11 seconds. But we will go ahead without Tanner, and I will share the map with you guys. And I will play Hazel, and as just a standard non-personality having a wizard for functional purposes because I don't roleplay other people's characters for obvious reasons. We ended the fight with the party having went used a key and successfully moved into this room. The lock on the door was so complex, no one could pick it. It was an advanced level of mechanics that was impressive, and it was beyond the skill of anybody in the party. But you managed to find a key, and you unlocked it. I'm going to reread the description of the room, give you an update on where you're at precisely right now, and then we will resume the game. The description of the room. It is an octagonal room, obviously. It has a low 7-foot high ceiling and a recessed alcove to the east. Along the far wall, that's the one across from the door, there is a pointed 3-step dais with a black stone statue of a hooded figure that stands within a pristine pentagram. It clutches a black crown in one hand and a raven in the other. More disturbingly, a dancing magical aura surrounds the figure, bathing the entire room in a soft purple light. That light's actually there, but it's canceled out by other lights. While a long tentacle protrudes from the figure's hood where its face would normally be. With all that said, this room has this alcove is shadowy. In the actual alcove, you see there was a brittle leather bag. When Kashoot moved forward into it, into the area, a creature's hand reached down as if to grab her. We stopped before Estrella had taken her turn. The creature was attacking, or seemingly attacking, Kashoot from the shadows. When you guys are ready, if you wish to discuss, you're more than welcome. I will let you just let me know when you're ready. Estrella, you can take your turn.
Thunder. I'm kidding.
Uh-oh.
That was very quiet. I mean, are we good to go then?
Yeah, I
You
think I'm
guys
just gonna...
want a plan of action?
Nalka's just gonna hit this thing with their axes until it stops moving.
It's a good plan,
That's
though.
the- that's the
Excellent
plan.
And fire.
Fire is good.
Well, the music
Except
was
when it
working
isn't.
when I tested it, but now it is not.
Okay, so then I guess if fire is the way to go here, then I will use. I will do produce flame as my action and shoot it right at.
Hey Tony, can you set the round?
The one.
Well, the marker's not showing on Estrella.
There you go.
There it goes.
You'll be it.
So you hit the shred skin.
Oh, come. And
Hate it when that
Oh, but-
happens.
You know, it's better than missing.
yeah. Okay. And then just as a bonus action.
You're cutting out, Tyler.
Okay, I was wondering if that was me for some reason.
Can you guys hear me better now?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it was just because of.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Didn't hear you.
Can you hear me okay now?
We can hear you fine, but then it's like, are you using push to talk?
No.
Yeah, it's like every once in a while, like halfway through your sentence, you just cut out.
Let me find my.
Yeah, like I can hear you talking downstairs, but we can't hear you on Discord right now.
Oh,
Am I sounding okay, everybody?
yeah, you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you sound perfect.
On a scale from 1 to Russell Crowe, how do I sound?
Russell Crowe.
All
Yeah.
right, all right.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Can Nalka reach this creature? I know it says 10 feet, but it looks like it's splitting squares.
Yes. It's if a creature is in a square, this is a perfect example. I'm going to use this to illustrate something because it's going to matter. If you can
Uh-oh.
see, no, it's actually good. So you see how the creatures, this is its area. Do you see how its area has a quarter of it in the same square as Kashyyyt?
Sure.
That is enough to hit it.
Perfect.
If so, bear this in mind when you choose to stand in the intersection of 4 grids. You've exposed yourself to a lot more attacks, like this creature did.
All right. Then Nalka's just gonna start swinging.
Just a swinging.
Woohoo! Oh. And bonus action, or is it, yeah, bonus action offhand attack? Yes.
Sure.
All right. And I'll just roll a d6 for that. I want that one too. No. There we go.
You don't have the fighting style for that?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
just
knock
like-
this max volume down just a hair.
Just
Like,
has
where are
good
the
accents.
pterodactyls coming from?
That's
The
that's the
creature.
sound. Hey, that's the sound it makes. All right, so I got the sound working, and now I have Hazel's character sheet up. And Hazel is going to do hazily things when I'm playing him, which is firebolt, until I have a reason to use a spell. You check his line of sight. He can see the creature, and he gathers a bolt of fire, hurls it, and hits the wall to the right, completely missing the alcove entirely.
I will start off with an Eldritch Blast at the creature. too bad, not too bad. And I will move up to, oh, sorry, to there. And I'll just say, as my interaction, I'll just say, Kashoot, get back!
All right. The creature labeled Shred Skin launches 3 attacks, a 3-pronged attack, 2 slashes with its claw, and 1 with its bite. It misses, hits, and hits Kashoot. The bites aren't too awful heavy, but Kashoot is already bleeding a little bit. As it does claw you, it tries to grab you, Kashoot, but with its inability to hit you with both claws, it is not able to grapple you, but it does scratch you and then take a bite out of your flesh.
Alright, well, I'm gonna attack her from a distance here. I'm gonna cast a little firebolt on it. And miss entirely. Brilliant. That pretty much does it for me.
Okay, how's Kashoot doing on hit points? Can't really see.
Not
Should
good.
be on the combat tracker, but you can also ask them. Oh,
She's really bloody.
Oh, well,
Sorry, Charlie.
I'm gonna come up behind and.
Yeah.
I would
On a
like
scale
to-
of 1 to 17, I'd say she's about a 2.
Well, that's not very good. I would like to cure wounds. Come on. Come on, cure wounds, please. Here we go.
Nice.
on the scale of wound curage, that's as cure as a wound can get.
Yeah, nice heal.
That's a fantastic heal.
Very nice.
Yay!
The wounds around the scratches and the bite automatically cease bleeding and begin closing. There's still some pain and tenderness, but it is rapidly regrowing flesh.
And for a bonus action, I would like to puff up and hiss at the creature.
That one's a free action, but you go right ahead.
Okay.
He feels effectively hissed at.
All right. Kashoot will blink away from the creature in a flash of starlight and lower her bow at the creature. And fire an arrow. And miss.
Is that the Starlight Step a racial ability?
It is.
Pretty cool.
Neat.
And she's a little upset.
I mean, it
Did
was
you
a
miss?
flashy failure.
It was a flashy failure.
Estrella, real quick. I pulled it up at the same time Eddie did. Eddie actually looked into it, and you are actually 100% correct. I went ahead and asked, in addition to doing the research, I looked it up on, or I posted something on a DM's website, Facebook page I'm in, and one of the 17 comments is correct. For anybody who is curious, I'm sharing Eddie's photo. And for those of you who don't know, Jeremy Crawford has his own Twitter in which he posts the very specific rules answers, but she's correct. If she were to hypothetically cast Thunderwave right now, it would be 15 feet, but it would be 15 feet out from her, like this. And dude, that is my error, and
Okay.
minor compensation for it. I'm gonna give Estrella a point of inspiration.
Yeah.
You have 2 now.
Wow,
Ballers.
Thunderwave is really good.
I cannot promise
Sure fucking is.
that Mal will stop making memes.
Oh, probably not.
I mean,
But-
the
You know
damage
what?
is already done.
Oh, absolutely. It's over. It happened, and I'll just go with the flow and say that Estrella fucked it up upon casting somehow.
I'll let you guys
But,
dictate that.
The fucking meme of Estrella with the grenade as her face is just still my fucking favorite thing in the world.
You know,
I am probably just going to cast Produce Flame again. And just do that at this guy. Hey.
so I cannot move you or approve anything. If you feel free to take your turns as appropriate. Apparently, I can't fucking be quiet. I'm trying to take some cakes out of cake pans.
Oh, good. I'm not moving anywhere. That was bullshit damage. Just say that for right now.
Are you using spring
Um,
form, Tony?
I don't even know what that is.
Spring
A
form.
spring
It's got
form
the
pan
latch.
is so good.
I know. I love spring form. It has a
They're what?
latch on the side.
Oh, I have one. I'm not using it. I'm using
Oh.
two 8-inch cake rounds.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you're using spring form, you need to let those things cool a little bit before you open them up.
No, I put a piece of aluminum foil on the counter, then I put a cooling wire rack on top of the aluminum foil, and then I put the cakes on there. That way, it will catch the crumbs, and I'm not making a mess.
Good call.
And now they can cool for a few hours, and I'll ice them later. All right, I am back.
Okay, so I did fucking minimal damage.
Yeah, it's better than
What
this.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back up. I want to make sure I'm still within. Whoa, my bad. I want to make sure I'm still within range of the thing. Reduce flame. CW. Attack. Okay, so I'm just gonna back up to like here. Because I'm thinking maybe it's just that I'm too close. Getting the heat that I want.
Alright. The plan seems to be working, so Nalka's just gonna keep doing it. It's not working so well, but that's okay, because I got 2 axes. And a modified attack. Haha.
All right, Hazel, sticking with the firebolt because you can't go wrong except when you miss. You guys over here complaining about minimum damage. Hazel's just trying to get some damage.
Yeah, I'm not seeing some good rolls right now. Can I inhabit this space, Tony?
I'm gonna need more than that.
Moving into the spot where Kashoot was. Oh, okay, I can. Yeah, try something a little different than normal. I'm going to I'm gonna ask a question first. Dodge is an action or a bonus action?
Action.
You said action, right?
Correct.
Then I shall dodge. And that is my turn.
This kind-hearted creature launches a double claw attack at you, missing, trying to bite, and failing. Yeah. Dodge on display for its effectiveness. Dropped an 11, dropped a 20, and dropped a 20. So that would have
Wow.
been a double crit.
You would
Turned
have
out to
died.
be.
I believe it.
So
Okay then.
the value of dodge on clear display.
Alright, well, second burst, same as the first. Take aim and. Ooh, it's a hit this time.
Nice.
Yay!
And it isn't like, the worst damage possible. Mr. Van's luck just coming through again. And hopefully I didn't just shoot myself in the foot for that.
I'm going to shoot fire.
Like you do.
Ooh,
Hey, just coming through with the big rolls.
yay! Okay. I'm gonna keep up hissing and looking fluffy. And it's Kachoot's turn.
He is going to fire another arrow at the creature, hoping this time to pierce him. And she does. That is all she can do at the moment.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're gonna throw another produce flame. Bitch. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
Yeah!
yeah!
Burn him
Eat my
alive! Burn him
flames, bitch.
alive!
Eat the flames, bitch. Taking a five step back really fucking helped me. And then you know what? No, I'm not gonna risk it. I was I was gonna run up and just hit him with my stick, but I'm gonna choose to not do that and not be reckless.
I
So
totally
we're gonna go
misheard that
for,
as something completely different.
you know,
Is this a legal movement, Tony? Can I
Can
sneak-
pass through that area.
All right.
But I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm sure that will be fine.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Oh, that's not so bad.
Nauka pauses for just a few seconds, but manages to hold their attention and their focus, and you can take your action when you're ready. You are not. You managed to overcome that glorious.
That's probably fine. We're just going to hit it with an axe and hope that. Uh-oh. Got the error again when I tried to attack with advantage. How peculiar.
Those are those errors. See if you can attack normal.
I was able to before. Nope, came back.
Just go ahead and roll it in the chat.
Yep.
Unusual. I wonder if it's the button extension.
11, and I'm gonna also get again for advantage. It's 15 hit.
Find out. Yes.
Woo!
I need to move. I need to start organizing my combat tracker next to my chat log. That'd make my life a lot easier in a lot of ways. Alright. The shred
Gonna hit-
skin is being shredded.
I'm gonna hit it with offhand advantage. Haha. Woo!
We'll work with the 24 hitting.
All right.
Hazel, third attempt at a fire bolt, but by the gods, we'll give it a try. And actually succeeding, throwing the fire bolt, he manages to hit it through what passes as its head as it lets out one last annoying shriek as it falls to its death.
Woo!
We win.
Nice job, everyone.
Nice.
It falls to the ground and dissolves into a puddle of goo.
It's victory music, by the way.
Thank you. I do my best.
Here's what the error was, by the way.
Huh.
Very strange. Anyways. Did anyone else see that?
Prove those moves, and then I'll unlock the tokens. There you go.
See what?
The mountains? Malka is looking around, kind of freaked out.
Did you say the word
Yes.
mountains?
Yes, I did.
What was the word?
Mountain. Like a big pile of stone?
Well,
That's
no,
not the
because
I know.
we're underground. There's no mountains here.
Okay.
Azu is concerned. Are you okay?
I think so. What's the
Where-
worst that could happen?
Where did you see these mountains?
They look kind of confused. Around?
Do you still see the mountains?
No.
Where did you see?
Kind of everywhere around us in the distance. That sounds crazy now that I see we're in a tiny room, but
Did it happen right after we defeated that beast?
no, just before when I went into the corner.
Maybe you had some kind of vision.
Oh, good.
In this corner?
That's the one.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me, Kashoot. Go aside.
Cash will jump back like she is startled
Did you see them too?
and have this look of terror on her face.
Oh.
You saw them too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Good news. Nalka isn't crazy.
Don't go in that corner.
Is that the corner where the bag is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I'm gonna use that stick that I was using earlier to lift the flap of the bag up and look inside it without being interrupted by the shred skin.
Okay. As you lift it up, the brittle leather starts to crack, and inside you can see a couple scrolls as well as a couple vials.
Okay. I'll grab the scrolls and vials and take them out.
Noted.
Is there anything else?
There is not. There are a total of 3 vials and 2 scrolls.
Okay. We
all
can
of
put those.
which have been placed on the party sheet.
Okay. I think they just say unidentified item.
Agree with you. I am working on that because they don't have. I'm adding vial to them right now. They're different, but they now have a name.
Okay. And then you have the scrolls on there.
I do. The scrolls are actually labeled, believe it or not. They are labeled Enhance Ability and Speak with Dead.
Ah,
Helpful.
Indeed.
okay. Is there anything on the wall
There
in that
are
corner?
no. There's nothing on the wall.
Does somebody want to take a look at that? That's maybe a little more magically inclined. I'm not going back in that corner.
I mean, I'd be willing to do it. I just, I don't know, maybe it's spooky.
Oh yes,
I'm-
there's
I-
a sense of impending doom that accompanies the mountains.
Well, that sounds fun. And I'll like run over.
Are you
Wisdom
sure?
Saving throw, please.
A wisdom saving throw?
Correct.
Be careful, Estrella.
I do.
Did it go through?
It is. It did.
Okay, okay.
I messed up. I fixed a typo, and then I hit Control Z on accident and removed my typo. You are frightened.
You sent it to me again.
You are frightened, Estrella, and you flee the alcove. You are frightened specifically of the alcove, and you are frightened for 4 minutes.
Oh, God. Oh, God. No, yep, you were right. It was definitely spooky. No, going back. No, going back.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll step away from that. Are you gonna be all right though? Are you three gonna be okay?
I think so.
Probably.
Okay. Well, what do we do about that thing up there? And he points up at the statue.
Well, we could. Hang on, it's holding a raven and a crown, right?
Correct.
Do we want the bird or the hat?
You think we can just take the items?
I don't know.
Don't step up there yet.
Like halfway up, and I just pause.
I'm just gonna check the platform for
The whole
traps.
thing explodes. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
We all die. Time to roll new characters.
Oh, God.
We wake up like it's the Matrix.
Tony, I'm going to search the platform to see if there are any like pressure plates or any kinds of traps.
I saw an investigation from Techno as well.
Yeah, I was trying to investigate the alcove from where I was standing just to see if there was like anything out of the ordinary, and I just figured with that low roll, I just sort of assumed that I didn't see shit.
You don't detect anything, and there are no pressure plates or traps that you can detect, Kashoot.
Looks good, guys.
It does?
It looks pretty spooky to me.
I meant the platform.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm standing up here, and if there's a death trap, I ain't dead yet, so I guess we're gonna be okay.
Oh, it's also surrounded by a magical aura, so be careful of touching it.
Duly
A
noted.
note here that says magical aura. Be careful.
Goody.
And I don't know Mage Hand. Just out of curiosity, does anyone happen to know that?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna step off of here. So on the off chance something does go wrong, I'm not in the firing line.
Just-
Um,
Just to be clear, so you want me to use Mage Hand to?
yeah, I'm thinking if we remove either one of those with Mage Hand, if it does trigger a trap, then no one will be in the vicinity for that. Assuming it just booby traps the platform and not the entire room. Maybe we should all leave just to be safe.
It could. You're not wrong. Now, what if it blasts out from the statue? Wouldn't it be better if I was standing right in the way to take the full blunt of the all the damage?
We could, or we could all stand off to the side so that if it does blast forward, it doesn't hit anybody.
Someone always suffers.
Or so you hope.
Well, I do have this new shield, so some people can stand behind me.
I do believe I can use Mage Hand from the door and take the items, I guess.
Everybody get into the position you want to be in. Because it's a point of discussion.
Could we please move Hazel out of the room?
Yeah, I'll drag Hazel by the hand.
Step out here then.
Noted on all fronts.
I will raise my bow and have an arrow pointed towards the statue.
Shield going up.
Okay.
Once we're ready, I'll reach for my chains of Ilmater, and I'll say, Ilmater, lend me your hand. And a spectral, floating, like ghostly looking hand with like boils and bandages and just a rough looking hand appears and will float out away from me towards the statue. And it'll pause just in front of the statue, and I'll say, what is it? Which one am I grabbing first?
I think it this far.
I mean, the crown seems more valuable, so.
I was thinking the crown as well, but I was like thinking, what would the significance of the raven be?
Well, ravens are pretty cool and smart.
They're also a symbol of death.
Yeah. Group of crows is called a murder.
But we're talking about raven.
Wasn't a raven synonymous with a crow? Or are they totally different
Not
birds?
always.
No.
They're both in the corvid family, but they are separate species.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm grabbing the raven.
No,
Let's go
Well-
for the crown, I think, first, just to.
And the hand will grab the crown and
Okay.
attempt to lift it off the statue and bring it back to us.
You attempt to lift the crown. It does not lift. Roll me 1d20 in the tower, please. So when you lift attempt to lift the crown, you learn two things. One, the crown is built into the statue. It's hewn from the same piece of metal, stone, or material. But there seems to be one of the gems that is, at least in some form or fashion, depressible, and your mage hand depresses it. When that happens, a strange series of events takes place. The entire back wall to the sides of the statue, meaning the wall here. I don't know if you can see per se. I could draw if need be these walls here. Slide away, and there is a doorway-esque looking frame, a door frame arcing up and above the statue itself. What is of note is the door frame or doorway looking structure is made entirely of a different material than the statue and the stone of the room you're standing in.
Well, that's unusual. In case it's not obvious, I think the crown's part of the statue.
Okay. What about the raven?
I guess I'll try with my mage hand to pick up the raven.
Are you just attempting to lift it?
Yeah.
It does not lift.
Okay.
Maybe it turns.
I'll try and turn it.
You try to turn it. It does not turn, but the head does, which shifts. And a small panel, a small section of wall right here slides away, and there is a sleek, shiny, metallic looking surface about 5 inches deep into the wall with a number of gems or glowing protrusions that are lifting off of the shiny metal.
Ooh. Pretty.
Would you guys like me to fondle anything else with my mage hand?
I don't. Nothing that I can think of.
What about the gems on that on that right wall that just came out? Would they be maybe pressable as well?
The gems on the box.
Yeah.
Now I'll move my mage hand over to there. Would you like me to start pressing?
Yeah, just to see if anything happens.
Now, not really being able to see too well from here, I'll just kind of move the hand to what I think would be the high point of where the gems are to try and hit the top one.
Okay. So from this distance, it's kind of hard to tell. You guys are looking at small glowing gems, perfectly round or perfectly square shapes. So whatever cut them very skillfully. But you can't see a great deal since they're shining so bright. They're kind of melding together. And you have a little difficulty, but you do notice that it does not depress when you try to push it.
So it appears that doesn't work. From my knowledge, be it limited as it is, I believe the blessing of Mage Hand cannot activate magical items. So if that is
Alright.
magical, that might be the limitation there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take the risk. I'll go ahead and I'll be the guinea pig. I'll go in
Do
there.
you want me to check it for traps first?
Yeah, might not be a bad idea.
Okay. Well, I will approach the wall with the strange box. And attempt to check it for traps. The surface that the box is sitting on, the sides.
So I'm gonna try to explain this a little better, just so you guys have a good visual before I give you the answer there. So let's do drawing. Do forgive my incredibly sloppy drawing, but okay, cool. So say that's the wall, standard, right? Can you guys see that pink?
Yeah.
Yep.
So behind it is a alcove.
Mhm.
The area, how do I erase? Erase, clear, okay. Well, that just fucked that
Wow.
up. So that, apparently the erase did not work the way I wanted it to. So, once the section of wall slid away, it basically, wow. It basically opened up
Out into the hallway we go.
out into the hallway you go. So once the section of wall slid away, specifically this section of wall, there's this open area, and that back section is where is made of shiny metal. This section right here is made of shiny metal, and the protrusions, the gems, are off of that. So it's not so much a box as it was a hidden compartment behind the wall.
And the
Um,
gems are on the wall itself, just on
they-
the inside part of the wall.
Correct.
I see.
Your search, as you take a look, the only thing you find is there are 3 holes in the bottom that go deeper into the wall, deep enough that you can't see, and the buttons themselves are exactly what it sounds like, or what I said. They are not gems. As you get closer and you look at it, they're buttons, similar to switches or gears on something that you would be using on a magical item if you're trying to activate one of the apparatuses of Qualish or something like that.
Gotcha. So these aren't gems. These appear to be buttons of some sort, or like switches. What
Hmm.
What are the holes? You said there are holes on the floor or on the wall?
They're on the same panel. They're at the bottom, and they are just empty holes formed in a triangle. They go deep into the wall behind it.
So does it look like something needs to go inside there?
That's not an unreasonable extrapolation. I can't tell you yes or no
Gotcha.
because you just don't know. Not because I don't want you to know. You don't know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
mentioned a door had opened too when the crown was messed with.
Yeah, back behind here.
It was more, yeah. The wall slid away, and just it's about 5 inches behind the wall, there was a door frame, a outline of a door, but it's made of a totally different metal.
Okay, I'll go look at that too and investigate it.
So looking at that, it is again a very different kind of metal. nothing really indicates what it is, except that it is engraved with numerous scripts and runes that don't make any sense to you.
Can anyone read this?
No.
I can have a look. Can I read it?
You cannot.
Nope.
Let's say I'm
Can-
going to assume that I can't either.
I probably can't either. I can read Common, Draconic, and one of your choice that I have not picked yet.
Pick this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever this is.
There isn't. You don't necessarily know which one this is. It is a completely foreign language you do not have access to.
Bummer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick a language soon.
So, that alcove back behind the statue, it's not like a doorway with like a hallway we can go in.
Correct. It is. It almost looks like it's framing the statue. The pentagon is directly in the middle of it. Pentagram. Pentagram.
Pentagram.
Do you think if we turn the knobs or the switches or whatever you think those things in the wall are in some type of order, it might do something to that wall like a puzzle?
Maybe. What color are the buttons?
There are numerous different colors. There's probably on that panel, it is probably 20 to 25 of them.
Oh,
There's quite a few.
are there any purple ones since this thing is glowing purple?
The doorway itself, the door frame, is not glowing. The statue itself is. There are purple buttons, though.
Hmm.
And I suppose we could just try pressing the buttons, but I kind of hate to have to press them at random just to see if anything happened. We'd probably be here for hours if we.
We could try just one and see what happens.
I vote purple.
Go for it. What's the worst that could happen?
I could think of a number of situations, but I'm not going to go. No.
Is there a color purple that matches closer to the glow?
There's some that are probably closer in terms of pigmentation.
I'm gonna
None of
pick the
them
one
are
that
exact.
The 3 holes that are on the bottom, you said they're shaped like a triangle, or in
They
the
are.
shape of a triangle.
Correct.
Are any of the colored buttons in a triangular pattern on the panel?
No. They are just arranged in neat little rows.
Okay, I will push the far bottom left button, the far bottom right button, and the middle top button.
You go to push them, and none of them depress.
Oh.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Do we happen to have anything in our inventory that could potentially fit in those holes?
You have little 3 fingers.
I would
Anything-
not recommend putting your fingers in there.
I was about to say anything that we could afford to lose.
Definitely nothing.
Do I think a pigeon would fit?
Did you say a pigeon?
I mean, it would if you rammed it hard enough.
Piton, piton.
Oh, I see.
I knew what he meant, but it was more enjoyable this way.
I don't know that we should put things in there.
Perhaps the other corridor has what we need.
On the other side of the
Oh,
jelly-like cube.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
to
yeah.
double check, what were those 2 scrolls that you grabbed before?
They're on the party sheet. They were
Speak with dead and enhanceability.
Yeah.
We also have a waterproofed scroll, which I don't know what that is.
Someone's gotta try to read it to find out what it is, I guess. What's the worst that could happen?
Where I can't remember. Where did we find this ornate, fancy-looking ring and
Everything.
that fancy wand too?
You took it out of somebody's grave.
Sounds about right.
Facts are facts.
Technically, everywhere we've been is somebody's grave so far.
The whole world, really.
Mhm.
It would either they seem important, but we don't really know what they do. Do we think either of those items could be involved?
Anything here could be, I
Maybe.
suppose.
Bless you.
Bless you, I
Thank
think.
you. Thank
And
you.
it's hard to say if there's any relation here, but Rexel's book had a bunch of codes and stuff in it, right?
I've been trying to decipher it and I haven't had any luck.
Do any of the symbols from the book correlate with the symbols we see here?
None of them.
Yeah, I don't see anything that could help us here in Rexel's book.
Perhaps we need a key.
Yeah, because if
Cipher.
there's a lock, there's got to be a key.
We could try throwing stuff at the jelly that is blocking the hallway and see if it leaves. They shrug. I don't know how to deal with these sorts of things.
Investigating that room is probably our only real course of action at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing we could do here.
How big are the holes, real quick?
Are they finger sized?
They're bigger than finger size. They're about an inch in diameter.
You love to see accessibility for the big fingered.
Well, it looks like the best option then would be to go and try and get past that slime. Anybody know how to get past it? We can just beat on it. Alka's right, but is there a better way?
I didn't say beat on it. I said throw
We
things at
can-
it.
We could just ask.
We've
It
tried
doesn't-
nothing and nothing works.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't react like, or it doesn't appear to be a typical slime type thing that I've heard of.
Can Nalka reach down into the water and find a rock? They throw
Excuse
the
me,
rock
Mr.
at the
Slime.
cube.
Okay, well, I was
You
gonna
can-
try and be nice first.
It's
So it hits the slime and sticks.
oh,
And I want to be clear here. Sticks as in embeds, as in the slime parts. It's not, but it doesn't adhere, if that makes sense.
right.
Mhm.
So it's like a soft jelly. Well,
So is it inside the slime now, or just
It's
hanging
just-
on the outside?
It's hanging on the outside.
Okay.
Like I'm rubber, it's glue.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Try poking it with a stick. I have a stick. Luca pokes it with a quarterstaff.
The quarterstaff
Kazu's just gonna watch.
passes through.
If they swish it around, does the cube like easily part?
It does. It reforms behind it. It doesn't. It's not like water. It's like gelatin.
Yeah.
The non-Newtonian fluid.
Does anything bad seem to be happening to the stick, like the end of the quarterstaff, as it's left
No.
on there? Do you think it's safe? They say
As-
to Arthanis.
It can only cause suffering, so how bad can it be? But I think Estrella might be in part right. In the name of Vilmater, I command you to move out of our way.
Maybe commanding it isn't the right approach either, though.
Okay.
It does not obey your command or respond in any way.
In the name of Vilmater, I politely and respectfully ask you to get out of the way.
It does not respond
Better.
at all.
I pat Arthanos on the shoulder. Much better, much better.
I'll move up and put my hand into it.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna go, excuse me, I just need to get through here. Sorry. And I push my way through.
Oh my
So-
god.
You push your way through it. You pass through. You notice that, if you don't recall, the original description included that there were a lot of tiny black dots inside of the gelatinous goo.
I
When
did
you
not
go
remember that.
through, when you go through, you have like a very thin coating of the goo you pass through because it was a little moist.
Ew.
And they are, the little black dots came off with the goo, so it's on your skin and your clothes. But positive side, they're there for just a second before they absorb into your skin. Dots and green goo,
Ooh.
Oh, excellent.
so they're gone now.
Totally not concerned about the fact that my fucking messages chat is now completely
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah, it happened
Yeah,
on
it's
mine
gone.
too.
Okay.
What happened to it?
The,
just
the whole
fine.
chat window just blanked out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. My phone's on the charger.
It just restarted, so we were spooked.
For those of you on the other
And
side,
the worst part is that it literally did it as I walked through the gel, so I was like, oh god, what's happening?
I like the level of authoritative power Tyler thinks I have over her Facebook.
No,
Um,
not Facebook. The chat in the
No,
in
it's
Fantasy
Discord?
Grounds.
No, the chat in
No, in Fantasy Grounds.
Fantasy Grounds.
Oh wow, I don't know about all
Gone.
that. I can
Oh.
clear it, but I
Oh.
wasn't.
Oh,
I was
hello.
just sitting here. So on the other side of the wall, there's a
Hmm.
thick layer of crusty, pale orange slime that covers the
Ooh.
entire floor, and the air in this room is filled with the odor of rancid, rotting vegetables, and the goo is holding the water from the hallway back. So there's no water in here. It's just crusty slime that kind of crunches under your foot. That was intentionally goofily said. The left side of your room, you see a double step up set of stairs that are higher than the crusted slime, so the hallway beyond is slime free.
Is it safe?
Can we hear them on the other side? Can we hear any of that?
You can hear her. No obstruction to sound beyond obviously a minor wobble
Muffling.
because of the barrier.
Wobble.
A little wobbling.
Get
It goes
more.
through. It
Little
goes
warp.
through. It's sounding one way. It sounds like it's coming out the other side of one of those fans you used to sit in front of and talk in.
Are you okay? Kazu's gonna tuck in his wings. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it seems okay. Come on over, I guess.
Tucking in his wings and diving. Ah! Ew, gross.
Same for everybody. It doesn't really get too much annoyance because the slime and the black dots absorb into you.
So we all
Goo on through.
and get
Uh-huh.
the slime and black dots.
Yes, you all do when you goo on through.
Before
according to
one of the dots gets absorbed, I'm gonna try and pick it up off my skin.
you successfully pick it up and it absorbs into your finger.
Before it absorbs into my finger, can I tell what it is?
You cannot. It reacts to being picked up by absorbing into your finger.
It's antimicrobial beads in like a hand sanitizer.
Like a what?
One of the moisturizing beads and hand sanitizer. That's exactly what this is. Do I feel cleaner?
Feel more moisturized for sure.
Quite the opposite.
And there's nothing here, is there? Rocks.
Nope, just slime and nastiness.
Well, I think
What's
we go
down
this way
here?
then. Literally nothing.
What was down here?
Just rock.
Just a collapsed tunnel.
I'm gonna investigate it.
Oh.
Oh,
The rocks are pretty, but there is nothing unusual that you can detect.
Okay.
Haha. There's a tunnel and a room.
onward and upward.
Alright. Nalka's gonna pause here. Well,
So-
maybe I don't go first.
So
Oh,
as you
definitely
check
not
for
me
trap.
first.
Maybe check the
All right.
traps before we enter the big
No,
room.
or maybe not.
What's wrong?
Oh, I
Just
just don't like to
making
go into a
sure.
room first.
I don't step on anything
Ash will go in first. She doesn't care.
untoward.
So, a couple things you notice. Starting here and everywhere beyond it. This large room includes an open area that you're entering next to a raised set of steps and a passageway leading off to the east. Further to the north, the floor drops away into a wide pit along the back wall. That line between that point and the pit, the entire open area is full of several strands of a thick, dripping, glue-like substance that seems to have almost like a tendril stretching from wall to wall, wall to floor, wall to ceiling, ceiling to floor, all over the place. And I wouldn't say as thick as a spider web, but enough that it's impeding to movement if you were to try and go through. And they stretch every which way, creating a maze of sticky ropes. And at the far end, you can't quite make out what's down there because it's not completely
Don't cross the
able to
line.
reach. But you see some figures in there inside. Now, moving through requires you to make a choice. You can move at half speed, meaning instead of every foot counting as 10, I'm sorry, instead of counting as 5, they count as 10. Or, if you choose to move at full speed, you can make a dexterity saving throw. If you fail it, you get stuck to one of them and you are restrained until you can break free. Because you want to. You want to break free.
Hey Tanner, we walked through the goo,
No.
and
Yeah.
it turns out it wasn't as
Yes.
bad as we thought immediately.
Hmm.
We also fucked with the statue. And there's a secret button panel behind there, but we need possibly some kind of key to use it.
Cool.
And we're currently in a room covered in spider webs.
Gooey spider
Funny
webs.
spiderwebs.
I don't
I'm
like
gonna-
that.
Flashback.
Pick up a rock or a stick or something and use it to just poke the webbing.
You poke the webbing, it is poked, and the rock sticks to it.
Kazu do not like spider flashbacks. And he doesn't want to get that nasty stuff in his feathers.
You are on the wrong side of the line, then.
Can I go through it as if it's like a maze and like try and like not touch it, but be
You
like,
can. It requires you moving at half speed. You're
That's
not in
fine.
combat at the moment, but it's worth noting that you're moving slower, is my point.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Yep,
Okay.
knuckle
Yeah.
slowly. Does it go down the
Slow.
hallway at all?
It does not go down the hallway, though. Let me know when
Estrella
you're
just
all the
looks like
way
she's going through a fun maze.
in. All right. I shared the map. If you didn't have it, I'm sure it looked like you had pulled it up, but I shared it, Tanner.
Yep, I got it.
Gotta
Oh.
do his best to keep his feathers beautiful.
What is all of this?
I will.
Oop.
I'm gonna move you
Uh-oh.
guys back slightly.
I've been moved.
So that is where a couple things you see right off the bat. I don't know. We'll start with Estrella. Estrella, what you see ahead is a holding pen, is what you can describe it as. Inside, there are 7 what appear to be farmers or something like that, and they are stuck to the wall in that pit ahead by these ropes.
Hmm.
In addition to those creatures, you see Rexel, the apothecary, hanging upside down from some of those strands. He is bruised, a couple bloody areas, and there is a creature that is made of those strands, and it has numerous of them wrapped around Rexel, and they are pulsating as it appears. With each pulse, Rexel winces in pain. This is not a picture of the event. This is a picture of the creature and the interaction it is having with Rexel, but that's not Rexel. Obviously, he's not a gnome, and he's not upside down.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. All right. So, for those of you who went in the opposite direction, specifically Nauka and Kashyut, the walls of this chamber are unusual looking. To the south, they angle inward and are dominated by a domed apparatus, roughly 11 feet in diameter, about 6 feet tall. The device is composed of shiny metal with familiar looking dials, buttons that appear initially to resemble glowing gems. There are some stalks, almost fungal looking flesh stalks coming off of the device. There across the top are 16 glass containers about 12 inches in diameter, connected into the device, like you would be pouring stuff into these glass containers and it would then be emptying into the device. There are a number of gurgling hoses, tubes that are vibrating, some type of metallic wires that are sparking, and those tubes are full of pink slurry. The room itself reeks of a chemical sting in your nostrils. There is a creature in here operating this device. It has an appendage. I'm going to send you a image of the creature. It is a strange looking gelatinous creature with pseudopods. The pseudopods each end in a 3-fingered approximation of a hand. At one part of the machine, towards the bottom, is a set of triangular holes, 3 holes, and one of its appendages is inside of the device. And the appendages are intentionally, you can tell, inserted and swollen to fit. When you walk in, it looks over at you, and it says in a gurgling voice, "You must be gifted indeed to have overcome so many challenges and so many of my minions. That makes you excellent candidates for assimilation and transformation. You will become Claven, and the Jagladine will be pleased." Everyone roll initiative.
Nalka says, "See, I told you were supposed to stick your fingers in there."
Oh.
No!
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, as soon as I noticed that the tokens were locked, I was like, oh yeah, shit's going down. Roll initiative.
Combat tracker. I don't need this.
Wow, 3 20s in a row, except one of them got dropped.
It's true. And all enemies are visible, except for Mars.
Is Mars an enemy?
No, but I make him a yellow to keep him off the combat tracker. So
He's not available
Hazel.
at the time.
Hazel, this pink line, everything beyond that pink line is covered in a spider web of these strands covered in some adhesive. Moving past that line, every square is up to you. It's either 5 feet per square like normal, but you got to make a dexterity save and be restrained and stuck to one if you fail, or you can move at double speed, each square is 10 feet, and not risk getting stuck. Decision is yours. Now, combat. Let's pop it up to Hazu. You go first. If you guys wish to communicate, you are in close proximity. You may do so.
Everyone probably hears Nalka say that. But Nalka's the only one that can see the creature.
What did Nalka say again?
See, I told you were supposed to put your fingers in there.
Oh. No. It is supposed to put its fingers in there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Then we need its fingers.
I mean,
Estrella, you might wanna come stay with the group. There's something ahead.
Thank you. Also,
I mean, there's also that guy attacking Rexel, so
yep.
Oh, well, since there's someone else in trouble, I probably should direct my attention to the other guy. Let's see. Can I see him from where I am?
which one?
The guy attacking Rexel.
No, you are not. Unfortunately, those webbing are causing you issues. If you so desire, you can move up there. You need to be about where Estrella is to see into the pit.
Okay, I'm going to
I can see an Onessa Jareth from where I'm standing.
move up. I'd like to move up there.
I mean, you technically can, but you can't. I can't. I don't want to restrict your
Oh.
view. It's just obscured, essentially.
Okay.
Oh,
So you can
I was
see
gonna
it.
say.
You
Kazu's
can.
gonna.
Sorry.
Kazu's gonna wince and go, ew.
Steke.
Gross. I'm just gonna throw fireballs at it. Oop. Okay.
Alright. Onessa, the former sheriff of the town, uncoils as a free action from Rexel and begins moving to here. Turn down that Hell's Rebels music. Pretty aggressive. And give me 1 second. I need to do something real quick.
Okay.
You did fire damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You notice that your fire damage, glorious though it was, also radiated down the creature's tendril and did 5 fire damage to Rexel as well.
Aw, dang it.
This creature lashes out with a tendril at Estrella, and then a second
God.
tendril at. Move to here. I apologize.
Ouch.
Kazu, and managing to hit, and it smacks Kazu with that tendril, wrapping that tendril around you, and you are effectively grappled. What that means is you can't move, I believe. You can still attack and everything.
Okay.
It isn't hampering you in terms of moving. Your speed's 0, and you can't take. You can essentially try to remove it if you want, but it takes your action to try and tear away.
Okay.
You can still attack if you don't want to try and tear away, though. And I will go there. People are screaming from multiple different directions, Arthanis.
Arthanis, help!
Yeah, I'm moving towards the creature that I can see harming people.
Are you moving at full speed or double speed?
That's
Or half speed?
yeah, that's me not doing the checks anyways. That I think I did the math, and that's 60 to get there. I'm moving a dash. And doing all that to get there, I will just use an interaction to say, "Foul beast, bring your wrath my way." That's my turn.
You are not grappled, Estrella. Just a heads up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh. And I'm going to smack it over the head. And as I do it, I'm just gonna go, "You're not supposed to eat people! Rude." How much health did Kazu lose?
I'm down at 7 HP. So I lost about half my health.
Right. Okay. Okay, next round I will. Good.
I can't even see the creature in the room yet, right, Tony?
Correct.
I heard it though,
Yes.
but I know that there are people up there under attack, right?
Or intending to be attacked. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna. Where does the double movement start?
Right there, in one step into the room.
Okay, I'm gonna go there, and I can see that creature, so I'm gonna fire on it.
You can see it from there now, Techno, as well, now that it's out of the pit.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the right one. Ooh, partially resisted. What happens when I hit it?
Give me 1 second. I'm swapping out some tokens real quick.
Mhm.
Alright, so you hit it, and it is a spongy, partially adhered to flesh that essentially bends with your arrow or your attacks, minimizing the damage.
Interesting. Okay.
Mars.
Yep, so as shit starts to hit the fan, Hazel can't contain himself anymore and his complexion darkens and yeah, I was about to say that. I'm prone for some reason, but
I'm on it.
his complexion darkens and Mars once again takes over. And he just strolls up to where the webbing starts. Doesn't say anything, just gives everyone a glance at this time and casts Chaos Bolt on Onessa. And misses.
Damn.
Alright. So the creature withdraws its appendages from the device and slimes across the room more rapidly than you would appreciate. And the first thing it does is it lifts one of the pseudopods, and as you can see in the picture, the dripping is green initially. It changes to a translucent goo with a slight purple tinge, and it
Whoa.
smacks at Nauka. And when it hits you, it doesn't hit you with the intent to hurt you. And as it does hit you, you feel yourself starting to go numb in that
Oh,
area.
no.
You resist it, and then it raises its second pseudopod, smacks you. As it's raising it, the goo turns to that purplish translucent, and you still resist it because, by the gods, you're not going down without a fight.
Oh
And
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
that third gooey, purplish translucent goo hit
No!
you,
Oh no.
and you resisted twice. But unfortunately, your limbs seize, and you are paralyzed. And it slides past you without any concern, and that'll be 15. Bearing down rapidly on. 1 second. Don't. Give me a second, Techno.
Just
Alright.
trying to add my artificer infusion, my thing anyway. So.
Is
Yeah,
now
I
your
need
turn.
to do that.
All right. So I have options. Well, let's take a
It is worth noting, Techno, that you can't see anywhere Arthanis and Estrella are. They are your source of light. So, for example, behind you, you shouldn't be able to see anything. It should just be fuzzy gray. That's because you can't see.
Yeah.
Their light is your only ability to see.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna move up to here.
Okay. Normal speed, or
Normal speed.
if you move at normal speed, you have to make the saving throw. Just so you know.
Right, double speed then.
So that's 20 feet movement. You have, however much more you got.
Yeah. I still have like 10 feet still left, but I'm not gonna be moving anywhere else. Because what I'm gonna do? Can I see this Vulib, or however that's pronounced?
Yes, it does. I don't. No, you can't. He's outside of the light.
All right then. In that case, I'm just gonna take a pot shot at Onessa with my crossbow then, because I was gonna use firebolt, but that didn't seem to be all that great, and I miss. Okay, so F that then. Back to editing the
Roll
sheet.
Con save. You manage to
Nice.
come out of your paralysis at the end of your turn.
No!
Kazu.
Will enhanced defense raise my AC?
I don't know what enhanced defense does.
Enhanced
Oh.
defense gains a +1 bonus to AC while wearing armor or wielding a shield.
I
Yeah, and
believe
I'm-
you're wearing armor, so
I have both.
why put a +1 on your armor? Your AC is now 20.
It's gonna be, yeah. Yay. Okay. I would like to try, breaking free.
If nice. So that will require a. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I look at the right sheet because I got a couple sheets up.
Okie dokie.
So for you, you need to do a strength or athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Let's see.
And the DC is 13.
Oh.
You remain grappled, and that uses your action as well. So unless you have a bonus action, that would unfortunately be the end of your turn.
Well, darn. Let's see. I don't think there is anything else I can do. So,
Onessa uses her tendril to attack Arthanis, swinging that tendril and missing, but swinging additional tendril at Kazu because she gains advantage against creatures that she has wrapped up. And she clobbers you over the head. One thing you do notice, those of you, you do not fall, and the strike from Onessa was a non-lethal strike, meaning she was intentionally seeking to knock you unconscious, not kill you. So when she hits you, you go down, but you are not bleeding out. I've added stable effect to you, so you won't roll death saves.
oh, okay. So no
she-
risk of dying.
So Arthanis,
I wouldn't say no risk.
Just not right
Well,
now.
no, not yet.
Yeah. Upon making a melee attack, is there an option to try and hit like a tentacle that's holding up Rexel or Kazu?
most cases no, but maybe. Let's see if you hit first.
Yeah, fair enough. And I think especially because the one going to Rexel would be.
She's already released Rexel.
Oh, okay.
She left Rexel in the pit and came to get new snacks.
Gotcha. Well then, yeah. I mean, I would attempt to kind of swing in front of Estrella with the Morningstar there and try and smash the tentacle that's got Kazu in its grips, and do this kind of damage. Partially resisted.
Just like the arrow.
Now, this Morningstar is magical, but I guess that doesn't make a difference, huh?
It does not.
What? Okay. And then I will attempt to flank the creature. And I'm assuming I didn't knock Kazu out of the grip?
You did not.
I'll try and move to there. And that's my turn.
Like hitting it doing it anything at all?
It's hurting it.
Just not at the rate that we would prefer.
Okay, well I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds Kazu. He's unconscious, grappled though, eh? Is there anything I can do to break that grapple while still being able to Cure Wounds on Kazu?
In some cases, yes. In this case, no. The creature has too many different appendages. And they're adhered.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on him anyways. And
Kazu
Okay,
wakes up
anything else?
screaming.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Jesus. Oh good.
Hit him again,
Um,
hit him again.
And I don't have, I mean, unless I can use Shillelagh as a bonus action, like to bonk him on the head with my staff. If I
You
can do
cannot.
anything else. Yeah, so that's it for me this time.
Kashoot, you have a strange alien-looking creature quickly approaching you.
And I saw what it did to Nalka, right?
It paralyzed them.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to take 10 feet to go there.
Now that would be an attack of opportunity unless you're using something I don't know about.
Oh. Yeah. Hang on.
Bonus action disengage.
Cancel move. Well, I don't. Do I have that yet?
I believe it's level 2.
Good old rogues.
Cunning action. Da da da. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Bonus action disengage. So that's 10. Oh. 19.
Stop right there for a
Would
second.
you? Oh,
I'm just approving it.
right, but I wasn't done.
Down that hallway, you see a orange goo encrusted cobra snake slithering in your
Oh,
direction.
shit.
Well, it's
Oh,
slithering.
good.
It's slithering down the hallway.
It's an actual snake, though.
It's an actual snake. I mean, it's crusted in orange, crusty orange slime from a different room, but
There's some weird creature that paralyzed Nauka, and there's this snake coming as well.
Kazu screams again.
And I'll go here. That finishes my movement. And then I will attempt to put an arrow. Do I know how resistant that creature appeared to be?
it seems to be taking half of the damage you would estimate it should.
I'm not going to put an arrow in the creature. Fuck it, yeah, I am. Actually, no, I'm not.
Oh,
Good
no.
times. Good times. All right, well, that was my turn. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
Mars has learned from his mistakes of close combat, so he's gonna move away even further and fire a chaos bolt at this new thing that appeared down the hall. And miss. Rolling like shit. Can I use an inspiration point to try and hit him again?
Yeah.
I feel like Mars would do that. Try again. Even worse.
No!
Fucking awesome.
That sucks.
Oh.
Jet.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
And Mars will basically just curse Rexall for giving him whatever that potion was. Because he's going to blame that on him now.
That's fair.
Fair.
Time to change dice color.
The creature, as it's moving away and you start to shake off the paralysis, Nauka,
Mhm.
the creature stops,
Oh, good.
turns around,
No!
and swings a pseudopod at you, free of any goo. And it aims for the back of your neck.
That's fine.
Wow.
Swings a second one,
Oh god.
No.
It's gonna be all good.
no.
and it intentionally does non-lethal damage with the intent of putting you unconscious. And as it finishes knocking you down, it moves back out and says, "Stay down." And it stops right here. Meanwhile, the cobra slithers into the room. I like these tokens that have just creatures. but it takes a bite at Kashyut and misses.
I'm assuming technically like, completely not aware of what's going on behind him because it's outside the light.
That is correct.
Okay.
It doesn't
and
sound like a positive experience for anybody involved, though.
he like takes a look over his shoulder, but being unable to see anything because he has no dark vision. He's just gonna turn back and getting shot. Just take another pot shot at Ernesto.
There
Oh,
you go.
get her in the eye. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me.
Nice.
Kazu, you are back up.
Well, since fire didn't have any desired effect, can he, is he able to, pull out a sword or something? Or are his arms restrained?
No, he can draw weapons. The only thing grapple does is he can't move.
Okay. He is an Angie boy. He wants to... if I can get this to work. No, that's...
Eddie, you just disconnected.
Yeah, I'm reconnecting.
Come on. How do I do this? I'm trying to get it to roll.
What are you trying to roll?
Sword.
Should
Long
be.
sword.
Let me pull up your sheet. On your actions tab.
Oh, duh. I'm on the wrong... I was on the wrong thing. Whoops. Okay. Wrong thing. No.
So go to your actions tab. On your actions tab, you'll have the name from left to right. Name, a sword symbol, a hand with a number 1, and then a +3.
Yeah.
You want to drag that +3.
Oh. It's saying network send file request.
Just double click the +3.
Okay.
There you go. And that is unfortunately a miss.
Well, shoot. Then he's just going to scream. And that's gonna end his turn. He was swinging too wildly, he missed.
Got the old scream going on, huh? I don't know what he sounds like. Something like.
Yes.
Pretty
Yeah,
pissed
pretty
off.
much.
Yeah.
Well, he's also scared.
Onessa is going to swing a tendril at Arthanis. And it wraps that tendril around you, effectively grappling you. And it uses its second attack to attack Kazu, since he is grappled, gives him advantage. And intentionally drops him unconscious, not bleeding out.
Aw, dang it.
Now I'm assuming it doesn't make a difference, but I still had Armor of Agathis up. So when he hit me, he ended up taking 5 points of cold damage.
You should be able to apply it if you didn't already.
I did.
So
It's not like he just froze on the spot and couldn't hit Kazu, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Because I can't think of anything better to do. We're gonna go Morning Star again on this guy. Oh, I guess I got an error.
Yep. If somebody, I'm gonna reset the server after this game. If somebody would be kind enough to, actually, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna disable the roll an extra damage dice. I'll apply that. There we go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's my turn.
Estrella, what do you want to do? Did we lose Estrella?
Shit, sorry, my bad. I am. Oh, smacking it on the head. Oh, I got an error thing. Handle error using generic actions.
You can just roll it in the chat. Double click it. I believe I know the cause to be the that's a hit. I believe the
Okay.
cause is the disadvantage button.
Oh, I see. Okay. It won't do it when I do damage, will it?
Correct.
Yay.
No, I don't want to move too much because. Okay. I'm going to say screw it, and I'm going to try and grab Kazu and drag him.
You cannot. He is grappled.
If I drag him back, it won't break the grapple or anything.
It will not. You have to. You can attempt to use your action to break the grapple, but having hit him with the stick. I mean, shillelagh, it's a fancy stick, but the stick nonetheless. You cannot do both.
Yeah.
Not to insult your stick. I don't want to.
No, that's fine. Okay. I'll have to try that next time.
Well, terribly sorry, Mars. But Ash is going to. Tony, don't approve this.
I'm gonna wait until you say. We're gonna work out a signal.
I'm going to Starlight Step to that spot since I can see it.
Good luck,
Oh.
Mars.
Terribly sorry.
I mean, Mars did basically fucking coin looking out for himself, so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the creature.
Mhm.
Do you get like a crit roll for like critical failure like that? Come
You don't.
on.
Oh.
At fire damage, it's nice. Unfortunately, it also carries
Radiant.
over to Arthanis and Kazu. Kazu.
Ouch.
Oh. Sorry guys, I'm just fucking everybody today.
I'm gonna fuck Mars and abandon him so I can go over here and fuck other people. Spread it around.
Basically.
Cowards. Yeah. He'll yeah, go with an acid splash on these two fuckers. Since I'm rolling shit, let's make them roll.
You roll for me.
Which failed. The Cobra.
Damn it.
The snake.
Yeah. Yep, that's kind of shit. Yeah, that's all he can really do. So that's all he's gonna do. And call Kashyyyk a coward. That's it.
Vulib moves here.
Yeah.
First thing it does, swings a tentacle at Mars, striking him with the clear, translucent, purplish goo and paralyzing him.
Oh.
Whoops.
Then it swings another one at Techno with that goo, paralyzing him. It uses its third action to activate those small black dots,
Oh.
rendering the paralysis on both Techno and Mars from 1 round to 1 minute,
Mother
No.
Fuck.
and then moves here.
Fuck.
That son of a bitch. Fuck you, Cobra.
Cobra seems to have no concern
That's right.
for Mars, slithering underneath the strands. And I just got that error, but I know where it's coming from now, so I don't mind that. We'll do 2 because it's got advantage. Let's work on the assumption that the 21 is effectively working. The Cobra bites Estrella on the back of the calf.
Hey.
And you feel that poison course into your veins. Techno, you are paralyzed.
So I can't make any. I can't do any actions. Then I can't even attack.
You can do nothing but watch in horror. And that is where we will end the game this week.
Ah.
Oh God, we're all gonna get
on our way.
no, we're all gonna get knocked and then turned into fucking tentacle beasts.
Though I would greatly enjoy ending this, finishing this battle tonight. It is 10:29. I'm not getting off, but people have lives and school and work.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. This game started out with a lot less of a downer there, Eddie, than our game yesterday. Eddie's not answering. Fuck Eddie.
What was it? I'm sorry.
I said this game started out with a lot less of depressing moods.
Oh yeah.
Our 2 of our players from yesterday, one of them lost his job and the other one lost his cousin. That was how our game started.
Oh,
Jeez.
rough.
That's a bummer.
That was rough. They both wanted to play though, so we played. By the gods, we played. So, you guys have a wonderful evening and a good week.
Yeah.
You as well.
You too.
Mhm.
It'll be fine. What's a little alien abduction gonna do to us?
Yeah.
They have tentacles.
Ugh.
They're gonna probe us.
Nah,
Oh,
it's gonna be
boy.
You've
fine.
already been probed, Arthanis.
What?
You're
Whoa!
currently being probed. You don't even know. You're unconscious. Consent's not a thing in space. Phase.
Oh man.
I was gonna say in alien terms, but it's like that doesn't make sense.
Kazu doesn't want to be probed. He's an innocent boy.
He won't be for much longer at this rate.
Oh no.
Well, good game, guys.
On
Yeah,
that note,
yeah,
good night,
yeah.
everyone.
Ooh, that's cool,
Good
Dave.
night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good luck.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.